Thank you, Susan, and thank you, Drew, for setting me up so well with that explanation of the positive aspects of failure. I feel so much relieved by that. I actually wanted to do a very inspiring 7-minute talk for you tonight, and so I went into my new bathroom at Ivywild. This is the Ivywild School, and it's inspiring because two people, Joe Coleman and Mike Bristol, decided that this school, which had been shut by the district, would make a great place for a brewery. They said, yes, we'd like a brewery, we'd like a tasting room, we'd like restaurants and a bakery and shops and an art school and a bicycle shop and whatever else we can cram into this old building. And they said, we'd like a theater in that building as well. And they asked us, would you like to move into this building? And we said, no. We said no because we had been part of other buildings before and it didn't work. But then they said, we have a church, this church. We have a church. Would you like to move into this church? This was the reaction we had. We wanted so much to say yes, but our inner clown, our inner chicken was saying, no! My God, don't do it! Can you imagine the amount of work? Can you imagine the fact that you know nothing about construction? You know a lot about demolition. But we did say yes. And we set out to convert this old church into a beautiful performing arts space. We hired some clowns. They came, they took the pews out of the church, and in a brilliant move of recycling and resourcefulness, we gave those pews to a church that was starting down the street. We had no seats for our theater. A church in Lafayette, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, had a lot of seats. They gave them to us. It was a big, big circle of church and theater, church and theater. The seats arrived, and there was no place to put them because it's still a church. It's the most churchiest church you can imagine. You walk in the door, and it's just a flat space with a big altar, and that was it. It does not make a good theater. So we took it down to its basics. We discovered that there were beautiful stained glass windows. And we got together with some other artists who are incredible craftsmen. We worked with a crew that frames custom model houses. And they came together and built beautiful risers for our 110 seats. We added air conditioning and heating. We added new bathrooms, which these pictures are taken from here. Here are the volunteers working on the new bathrooms. And these bathrooms are worth a visit to the theater in themselves. We have a new motto in the theater. If you hate the play, you will love our bathrooms. They are works of art. Some of you may be thinking, oh, sure, anybody can convert a church into a theater. But how are you going to pay for it? And the answer was, I have no idea. Actually, it was worse than that. It was, I have no effing idea. I don't know how we're going to pay for this. But we gave red noses to people. We rebranded the building. And we did everything possible because we knew we were stuck in the hell of fundraising. And fundraising is a special hell for artists. It's where they go when they really want to do something they love, but they don't have the money to do it. So we raffled off inflatable turkeys. We got the support of incredible foundations here in town. The Pikes Peak Community Foundation, the B. Vradenberg Foundation, and the H. Chase Stone Trust. And each of them ponied up $30,000, which was a pretty good down payment on enormously expanding costs. Why? Why do that? Why put yourself through that? This young man here, he came up to me after a show in Denver, and he'd been sitting there for all these shows for like 3 hours all by himself. And it was the last show of the day, and I said, I'm sorry, son, we have to put it away. And he looked at me very seriously, and he said, well, you could just come to my house. And I thought, that's the spirit. That's the spirit that we as artists in Colorado Springs want to have. We want you to come to our house. We want to create a house where art takes place. And we want to do it laughing with you and with ourselves. Thank you. I almost forgot that I'll be passing amongst you with the collection basket. I'm so sorry to take up an extra 30, but I'll be around with the basket. So thank you.